Welcome back to the next episode of Hermitcraft. Gathering myself some copper while I spot that the snail is once again been found by Gem. She doesn't look happy, does she? We've got lots to do today, including the very, very exciting announcement of the winner of the End of Demise. Okay, we all know it's false. False won Demise. But today, something very special is happening because we are announcing what that reward is, and it's a pretty big deal. So, later on today, we're going to be meeting up with every single hermit to talk about what's happening next. But it looks like Gem's heading over with our snail. No. Hold on, why is this taking so long? Gem, you can't just place the snail like that. There are rules.
No. You take your snail, you take it back.
No, it's not. It doesn't work like that, Gem.
I'm returning it to you.
No.
Get it off my lighthouse.
The snail does what the snail wants. I have got nothing to do with it. It might belong to me, but it's out of my control. I like the lighthouse like this. I think it looks better.
Oh, for goodness sake, Grian!
I like the way it looks now.
You gotta find a way to contain it. Dude.
It matches your whatever that is.
Yeah. All right, fine. It's not that bad. Listen, how do I get one of these? I want a snail. I want a guy.
You want a snail?
I want a little guy.
Okay, and do you want the same color guy or do you want a different color guy?
Can I have a pink guy?
Look, the snail chooses you, Gem, so that's how
I feel like
my copper's gonna
it'll
despawn. My copper's gonna hold on. Yep, okay, the snail chooses you. That's just the way it works. But I'll take this. I mean, I can't speak for the snail, but I think he's done with the lighthouse. I think the improvement's been.
Well, it's gonna fall over soon, Grian. I'm getting concerned.
Well, it's a good job you're here, actually, because I've got this. This is the horse tunnel we were talking about off camera. I was thinking if this lines up, we could dig it so that there's like a rooftop on the riverbed, and then you can see people going through. Because this is a problem we've had, is that we can't get across with our horses. We got to take the long way round, and it's really annoying.
Yeah, it's rough. It's awful. We need a way to connect ourselves, and this is perfect.
Yeah, does this line up? It goes just between the house and the lighthouse there.
Yeah. I can make a little staircase up. I feel like that'll line up great with my path.
Excellent. Okay, yeah. Well, I'll dig the tunnel while we wait for the Demise news. Speaking of the Demise reward, it is time to. Oh no! It is time to head over to the special spot that me and Cub have put together to announce all the things that are going to affect this season, including the winner of Demise. This episode is probably going to be very heavy, talky, and explanation, and I don't see a way around it, so I apologize for that, but it's important that you pay attention because it's going to affect the season massively. So I think I'll be very lucky if I get any kind of work done today.
Okay, this is
the people with the hats go at the back. You're so tall.
Yeah, Speed ups. Can you come to the front?
Hat and a horse.
very funny.
Wow.
Tall people to the back, Mumbo. All right. Hello, everybody. There's a lot of things to go over, so please pay attention. I guess that's more for the audience because these guys already know what's going on, so this is mainly for your benefit. All right. We've just completed the game of Demise, and we have our winner. It's False. Yay! Good job, False. Now there's some Reapers still here, and you guys didn't succeed. So we've set something up. False. If you look over there, there's a nice, lovely podium with dispensers, which are completely harmless. So if you go and stand on your podium, and all the Reapers, if you want to take up a dispenser or two, you might have to share. So yeah, it's time to officially end the game of Demise. Someone's gonna have to go up to the top one. I'm sorry.
I should be more ashamed that they didn't get a kill, to be honest.
Oh, can he land it? Can he land it? Can he land it?
Come on,
Oh, I'm impressed!
Nailed it.
All right, False, if you crouch, because you might get bumped a little bit. Right, are you ready, everyone?
Let's get back a little bit.
Let him loose.
I'm not.
Here we go.
It's as easy as that.
Oh my god. Click the lever, Mumbo.
I guess
I've got a feeling False might have not set her spawn here.
Did she not?
That's a feeling.
There's
We
a
had
bed.
checklist, and that was on the checklist.
And the game of demise is officially over. Congratulations, False. Now we have to wait for her to get back. So, you're probably wondering what is the mysterious prize for demise and what is behind me here. Well, like I said, we already know what it is, but I'm going to explain what these are because they are quite a big deal for our whole shopping experience for the rest of the season. Behind me is a big machine that is going to dispense something called a Hermit Permit. And a permit allows you and you alone to sell a single item or a collection of items in a shop. It will say what it is. So it might say sand, and you have the permit to sell sand in a shop that you create. Woo! Yeah. Woo! Woo! Hermit Permits! So there's quite a lot of things on top of that and lots of questions that probably people have, but I'm here to explain them. So, first thing to mention is we're going to get 6 permits, and you'll see that they are in different tiers. We have an iron tier, we have a gold tier, and we have a diamond tier, which I've been calling S tier because they're the best items, the ones that everyone wants, they're the best sellers, etc. It's really important for everyone to understand that this is an extremely subjective list. Everyone will have their own personal preference, and just because 2 permits are in the same category does not necessarily mean they are of equal weight, if you can do such a thing with a subjective list. But, having said that, we've done our best to distribute them in a way that you definitely want an S tier and you won't be fussed about an iron tier. Hopefully that makes sense. They are the ultimate currency, these permits. They're very important. Having said that, you can do what you want with them. You can trade them, you can give them away. It's really up to you. I wish I was done. There's more, unfortunately, to go over here.
You're fine.
I'm sorry. Right.
On to page 5.
Yeah, page 5. Hold on, checklist. Right. The next thing to mention is that some items have a little bit of extra text that says collective item. This means that if you get a collective item, you must sell it in the same shop with people of the same collection. For example, if you get one of the woods, then you have to sell it in the wood shop with everyone else. This means you could be competing with them or working together. I'll leave that up to you. Several items are in collections, including the coloured walls, the coloured glass, etc. So it's up to you how you want to deal with them. If you want to try and collect them, up to you. How do we regulate the shopping district? Well, we do. The hermits in general. We might appoint people to regulate this, but it's really important that you make sure you stock your shop and make your shop. Or, if that doesn't happen, we as the regulators will enter another permit or a duplicate permit back into the system so that we don't end up with just something not being sold. Okay, I think we're there, except I need to announce what False's prize is, because her prize is what's in this shulker box. Come on. False, you can open it up.
What is it? What is it?
She has won a Joker permit. So this, she gets to choose what this permit is for.
So cool looking.
But what?
That's amazing.
Once she's chosen, that's it.
Wow.
Okay, so if she chooses bamboo, it's bamboo forever. So she could really take away someone's monopoly. So I'd hold on to it for a while.
I can't wait to visit your terracotta shop, False.
There we go, False. Here, you can have this shulker box. That's yours. Congratulations on winning demise.
Hey, free shulker.
Congrats.
All right. Now what we've all been waiting for, we're going to finally get our hands on our 6 permits, and we're gonna go in reverse order from the winner to the loser of demise. So that means if there is a loser, and it is Impulse. Impulse was the loser. All right, so we're only going to show our own permits in a video, so if you want to see what everyone else has got, you're going to have to go and do 27 skips of a video. So, right, the first person up, False.
False.
Woo!
Let's go, False.
Start with the iron. Press the button once.
Redstone works.
Let's see what I get. I'm up next. Right. Let's see what we get. These
would be
aren't
very
not
funny
gonna
if we
be
got
super
mending
exciting. Oh,
books.
that's actually okay. So I got
Yeah.
leads and bundles. That's pretty.
Ooh,
I'm happy with
okay.
that. Red sand products. That's not too bad.
Whoa.
So-
Okay.
Oh, that's huge.
Difficult.
and
Not bad.
both the campfires. At least it's
Campfires.
yeah.
Oh,
no
okay.
collectives
That's
is pretty good.
Yeah.
Campfires.
All right, gold tier. Here we go.
Red
Number
sand is amazing.
2 of these, please.
Campfires, it's so random, man.
Not my favorite, but ice. All the ices.
Oh, I like
good.
that
Interesting.
one.
Yeah.
And oh, this one's good. All the mushroom blocks, brown, red,
Oh,
stem blocks.
nice.
That's a decent. That's a decent one.
That's great.
Pretty good.
And then,
Good, yeah.
I mean, the prismarine's gone, so I'm, not, you know, we'll see. Come on,
And so's the copper.
I've only got the iron and gold.
Iron and
Iron and
gold.
That's actually pretty good, though, because those farms
Not
are
bad.
pretty easy to make.
Iron
It's
sells
like
well.
fun.
Sells
Yeah,
well.
Yeah,
yeah.
it does. It really does.
So well.
So there's only a few final notes now that everyone has their permit. One, not every single item will have a shop made for it, but if you do make a shop, try and not group things together that don't belong together. Try and make a shop for each of your permits if applicable, and remember, collectives are all in the same place. And I thoroughly encourage you all to trade, especially with me. If anyone wants to have iron, then let's talk.
I'll take
Grian, I'll give you 4 collectives for that iron.
No.
No.
Have fun, everyone. The
Absolutely
shopping
not.
district is basically here. Everything south of the river. This is the new shopping district. It's open for business. Off you go.
Let's go.
Got to work out how villagers work now.
Duck, I want to talk to you.
Well, that's it. That's the big reveal. Hermit permits. And we've got all of ours here today. That's the big thing. This was an idea that I put forward to the hermits, and I worked alongside Cub and then rewrote the list with Tango and Etho, and every single hermit has seen it and kind of knows if they cared enough to look at the list, they looked at the list. So everyone's okay with it, and it's encouraged that we all trade and work things out. Now, how do I feel about my permits? Well, I'm not super happy with my permits, okay? Look, I'm not worried about the diamonds. I'm not worried about the shop. I'm worried about the ocean, okay? I was really hoping that I would get the coral. The coral was like my top choice, and I was banking. I was absolutely banking on whoever got it not wanting it. Guess who got coral? Gem and Ite, the one person on this server who wants coral more than me, got the coral. Dead end. I'm not getting coral. End of story. However, Prismarine is on the table, and through a series of trades, it's ended up in Mumbo Jumbo's hands. So, you know, Mumbo's my good old buddy, old pal, and I'm sure he won't hold it back from me. I've got some things here. So I've got iron and gold, all the ice. So maybe he would take both of those. I'll ask if he wants the iron and gold first, then up it, and we'll see. That's a pretty good deal for Prismarine. I mainly want it because I am one with the ocean, and I would like to keep a nautical theme. So I've got leads and bundles, campfires, red sand, and the mushroom blocks. This is probably the only one that I value highly. However, iron and gold are great. It's a great S tier, just not for me. I don't really have any interest in making a gold or iron farm. Maybe we can do something with this. So for now, I mean, we've got a long time. There's a good grace period now where everyone can take their time doing their trades, getting their shops ready. So there's no massive rush, but I definitely want to try and get my hands on the Prismarine. Now, last episode, at the end, if you didn't watch the end of my video, maybe you probably didn't make it this far. Anyway, at the end of last episode, Scar committed a fishing sin here. He fished a mending book right in front of me after I explained how the loot table is like a giant list and the next person will get the next thing on the list. So if I had pulled the rod just seconds before Scar, I would have got the mending. And here's the thing, I don't think I included this in the video. I told them to leave. I was like, hey, you guys don't need to stay. You know, you can let your old buddy Grian just fish for the rest of the day. Nope. He stole it here. So Scar, get over here. I've got something to show him. I'm going to let him into the dungeon down below, which I've seen a few name suggestions for, and I loved the Chamber of Secrets, but I'm going to change it to the Chamber of Sea Critters. That's perfect. Where is he? Let's see if we can get him over here. Scar. 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 There he is. I knew he'd get here eventually. I wasn't talking to Scar for a day or two, but I've got something to show him. To show him how I feel. I love those. The binoculars are so good. Right, Scar.
Hello.
Oh, buddy, old pal. Yeah. Oh, you didn't have to yeah, that's exactly why we're here. You didn't have to bring that. Dude.
I named it.
Show me.
It's just the mending book that caused so much trouble.
Well, follow me, because I've got something to show you, okay? I'll show you why I was so upset.
I took off my armor so you can make quick work of me if you have to kill me.
No. I got that out of my system. I'm going to need some seeds. Hold on.
Okay.
I've got something to show you.
Are we going over here?
Yeah.
No? Okay.
Let me show you why it was extra upsetting. Here, you take some...
Okay, I got you.
Take some wheat.
What?
Right, we're going to go in here. You can stand on this block. You hit the compost. You just pushed me off the block.
I'm so sorry.
You've wronged me so many times.
Wait, you just put this in the...
Right.
Dude.
This is my secret.
Did you do the redstone yourself?
I did. That's why it hurts you. I don't know how to make it open for longer. I'll figure it out. All right,
this is where you store your stuff.
This is my secret storage room of the stuff that isn't mending or won't get me mending or is junk or just fish. But listen, the reason that it hurt that you got the mending is not because I explained how it worked and you literally stole it from me. It's because I spent a good week working on the Chamber of Sea Critters. So if you stand here...
Chamber of who's this?
It's Chamber of Sea Critters.
Chamber of Sea Critters? Is that what you said?
Stand here. Stand there. Stand there.
Sorry, I think that was the sauna back there. Ooh, big summer blowout.
Yoo-hoo. Big summer blowout.
No, you can't do that. It's too much. You look like that guy.
We have clogs. Right, so if you stand there, I'm going to put in this fish into this barrel.
Whoa!
Right, this is the Chamber of Sea Critters. This is what I worked on. This is
where you disappeared when Cleo and I were talking. You just, like, left.
Yep, this is where I've been going. I've got something to show you. Hold on, it doesn't work when there's two of us. Hold on. There you go. This is all the cod. This is the temple.
The cod boy.
Yeah.
And the cod of Chamber of Sea Critters.
I had this whole painting that was gonna help me.
Dude, what is that? There's a painting.
There's a painting, and I've had to change it because I had to change the painting.
What was the painting before?
Oh, I don't have it. Should I go get it?
I'm so excited. And first of all, can we just say that is like the coolest painting ever, and I'd like a copy for my wall.
I'll trade it for a mending book. Right.
Well,
look, this is the original. This is the original painting of me achieving mending book, right? I'm fished it out of the water. That's me. Yeah, this is
so majestic.
Yeah, right? And it gets brighter when you look up at it. It's super cool, right?
They should make like a painting like that for people who win Olympic medals. Like,
I would, dude. I mean, I would buy an oil painting of this.
100%.
Right. So I basically stand here and I look at this and I think I'm going to get my mending book. All right.
Oh, you have like positive thoughts.
Yeah.
I love it.
Oops. Oops. What does this look like?
You're just a painting salesman. 1 of 500.
Whoops, I didn't mean to do this one. So basically, I looked at that. I was ready to get the mending, and that's where I was fishing when you guys turned up. and you
And we had a great chat.
and you stole it like that.
I'm so happy. I'm just so excited over my own little raft.
This is what happened. If I eventually get mending, I can get a third one. I can have a whole mural that tells the story.
Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, what if somebody else took one? You can remove these cards and it would be, you know, I don't know, Gem or Impulse.
So, I wanted to show you this because I wanted you to understand the pain.
Oh, I knew it! I knew it! I knew it! Oh god, how do I get out of here?
You don't. You're here forever. You're stuck in the chamber of sea critters forever. Goodbye.
Woohoo! Big summer cod.
Wait, hold on. I can fish you out. I'm only joking.
Yay! There we
Yeah,
go.
okay.
Well, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen. Remember when you said you were gonna, like, you're taking it slow and easy, and you built this, like, massive, amazing
I'm aware.
structure?
I'm aware. I'm aware that I've done a stupid.
I love the cods.
It's cool, right? It's cool.
It is.
I just
Oh,
added
it's a
this
big-
this final one.
Wait.
I've added this final one
Hold on.
just to scare you a little bit. Oh wait, do you see?
Am I going into your mouth? This is you!
Do you see a resemblance?
Yes! I'm like, wait a second. This is a little more square than rectangle.
All right, this is it. You
Well,
can see I kind of lost heart towards the end on getting out, but I mean, it's too much for you, isn't it?
Why is... How? What is the deal with your redstone snapping like a snapagator?
Dude, I don't. If you draw attention to it, it looks less impressive. Wait, what
I don't
permits
know
did you
what to
get?
do with it. Did I what?
What permits did you get? Anything?
Oh, I got a really exciting permit.
Here, no, hold on.
a
You got them? Put them in here.
Oh, I put them in a box.
Oh, okay.
I got sand and gravel.
That might be worse than my one. And I wrote the
it's
list.
It's pretty bad. Also, sus, gravel, and sand, which I have no idea how to get.
Oh, I mean, that's
I-
not bad. It's just it's a pain to get a hold of. If anyone can trade their way out of this hole that you've got, it's you. You've
And I've
trained
got a
for
lot
this.
of, like-
You've trained for this in every life series.
Wow, you're right, actually.
You've trained for this your entire life.
Well then, all right. Yeah, you gave me a little confidence now. Okay, I feel better. I agree. You know what? If you do keep the ice, may I suggest you're already halfway there, Frozen themed. Elsa's
Yoo-hoo!
castle.
Big summer blowout.
Come on now.
Half off swimsuits, clogs, and a sunbomb of my own creation.
You have a really good knack to making that voice. I like that. So, just an idea. You're already partway there. So, I feel like it's a
family.
full circle now. Woohoo! Big summer blowout.
You need to hit those upper tones. Woo-hoo! Big
Yeah,
summer
I'm not
blowout.
good at it. Woohoo!
Oh, I've killed him. Now that that's taken care of, I think I can turn my attention to this horse tunnel. This might be the only thing that I actually get done in terms of progress on this video, but it is something that I really do want to get done. So I'm going to go ahead and... Man, I love the ocean, but it don't love me. And I need to figure out how I'm going to do this. So just to kind of prototype this. So what I'm going to do, or what I want, is like a kind of a greenhouse type effect. So I'm going to make quite a wide tunnel, because horses, you know, it'd be more comfortable if it was quite wide. Something like this with a bit more of a domed shape. And then it's just going to run in a straight line across the water. And then have, in like a Victorian greenhouse kind of way, it'll have a segment of glass and then a support. And I think I'll make it out of copper, because it'll then age eventually into a nice teal color. I don't have any prismarine yet, so I think I'm going to use copper. And then if it just goes like that, it's a little bit modern for the style that Gemini and I are going for. Gemini and I, Gem and I, not Gemini and I, have gone for. So yeah, she's got this beautiful like dredge thing going on with sort of a 1920s vibe. I guess I've got not a completely out of this world similar kind of thing. I've very grounded it in just colors and wood and There's nothing futuristic about this, which is what I'm getting at. So I think if I make this out of a coloured glass, that might just take the edge off of the futuristic. So maybe a grey tone here is what's required, and that will make it look a little bit more aged, perhaps. So yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. Hopefully that makes sense. We're going to just run a whole bunch of these segments all the way through and let the water flow. Ready? Let's go! There's Gem. The tunnel is not quite finished, but I've had to stop because I've run out of materials. Copper, not a problem. My issue has been sand. I ran out of glass multiple times because I did not anticipate quite how much I needed. But I've had an idea for how to do this sort of runway, and I thought we could use these new copper grates and then dig down, and this is, again, a unnecessary amount of work, but I think it would look good. Imagine this is all black concrete and then there's a layer of water. So it does feel like you're kind of going through a pipe or a sewer or whatever. There is water in here as well. So there's still some work to do, and Gem is going to add some rocks and stuff to decorate the outside of this. Overall, it's a functioning horse tunnel. So I was thinking, if the tunnel sort of comes up here, you could have a horse stable, somewhere to put your horse, a horse hole of some kind, here, so that you're then ready and free to go and use my base, and you don't have to keep digging holes. So anyway, this is what the tunnel looks like if you go through with your horse. And it's intentionally wide as well, because horses, they can be a bit wider. And then up you go, and we're out at the other side at Gem's base. This is a fantastic shortcut, because it's taking quite a long time to get around the server at the moment on a horse because of all the rivers and waterways. Okay, now that we've got a little bit done, there's one thing that I forgot, and I knew that this would come up because I think some people might get confused and have this very question about the permits from earlier on. They will probably ask, oh, so the hermits can't make farms anymore? No, the permit is just the ability to sell the item. Everyone can make whatever farm they want for personal use on the server. The permits are just for the shopping district. I can almost anticipate people getting confused about that. And you're probably wondering, when am I going to get my mending book? Big old thing that I've been fishing for. Well, would it surprise you if it's been in my inventory this whole time? This whole episode, the mending book has been with me in my inventory. I haven't let go of it. I got it. I got the mending book. And the moment that I did get it, I was recording, but it's so real. I have to explain that it's a very real moment. I was just fishing and listening to streams and stuff, and then when I fish up a book, I pause, and then I go and click off the stream or whatever, and then I check what the book is. So, I was not prepared for this moment at all. Are you ready? This is the moment that I got mending.
Not exactly. I basically took, if I go back to my drawing.
Oh! No way! No way! No way! I was recording! I got it! Oh! It's been so long. It's been so long. 6,000 838 fish caught. I'm gonna cry. It's so dumb. I've used the fishing rod 9,700 times. I don't know what to feel. Am I happy? Am I empty inside? I don't know what to do with myself. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna sleep. This is the most important. No, get on the anvil. Get on the. Get. Yes. 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 Oh, I can move on with my life. Yep, so now there's only, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 more books to go. I'm kidding, I'm going to get a villager.